Hey guys, today I decide to talk about weight loss, something that lots of Americans are struggling with. I've been involved with dropping weight off of individuals for a long time. So, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys why I'm qualified to talk about the subject. And then I'm going to try to talk about it in detail to see how we can help the audience continue with the weight loss journey and successfully be able to drop the weight, but even more important, to build a pattern structure for themselves to be able to follow successfully for the rest of their life, which is a bigger picture and a weight loss, because most people don't do it long enough to be able to get results out of it. And even in some cases, when they do end up getting results out of it, after a certain amount of time, they just stop doing it. So I'm going to break it down based on my own experience of being involved with the weight loss throughout my career. I've been involved in the fitness industry for 39 years, 30 years of it professionally as a professional trainer. I was a top trainer for Bali Total Fitness, 2001 and 2002, ranked the number one trainer for lifestyle family fitness also. Prior to that, did all their fitness stuff for ABC News, and later on, I was the fitness director, just the same way as I was the fitness director for Bally's and Lifestyles, and I was ultimately became the fitness director for one of the top two powerhouse gyms in the United States. And throughout all those careers, I trained professional athletes, celebrities, fitness models, lots of personal trainers successfully, and not only taught them about health and fitness in conjunction with being a better trainer all the way around, but also teach and educate hundreds, if not thousands, of clients that I worked them out throughout the years, and successfully put systems together for them that they followed for a very long time, and in some cases, they're still following it because I don't do one-on-one personal training anymore. So I still talk to some of them, and they are sticking with the path that was created, designed, and blueprinted for them. So this is something that I'm not new at. I've been doing it for a long time. One of the main reasons that people fail losing weight is they always say that they just don't have enough time to go to the gym and work out. But the reality of it is that the society have created such a situation for us that we are working very hard. You get up early in the morning, you go to work, and then by the time you get home, it's 6 o'clock. And then now you have just enough time to prepare the food for your spouse and for the kids. And after that, just maybe watch some TV and then go to bed, and then do it all over again. And then do it again, and do it again, do it again. So that's basically, it's a structure that has been created and designed for us that we can't get away, because even if we try to cut our hours, then you're not going to make enough money to be able to pay the bills. So you're caught in a bad situation, really. However, people don't think that if they don't solve that problem or that issue later on down the road, it's just going to get bigger and bigger, the weight loss situation, because it's not going to go away on its own by itself. Ultimately, you're going to have to do something about it. And you definitely don't want to get to a point that now that obesity turned into diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol and cancers and all the other problems that comes as a part of not eating good habits. There are many ways to actually still be able to do a weight loss regimen, and it wouldn't be time consuming. But all the way around, if you look at it, it is manual. Nobody can do it for you. So one way or another, it has to be done by yourself manually. Even if you hire a trainer, they can build a path for you, a foundation, a blueprint, but ultimately, you're the one who's going to have to do it. Nobody can do it for you. I mean, that's the reality of it is. They can put everything together for you, but you're the one who have to still eat the food and do certain things in order to make yourself more healthier for yourself and for your family in a long term. So weight loss is a situation that if you don't control it, as we all know, it gets worse and worse, and ultimately it becomes really dangerous, and in some cases it could be even fatal because it causes other issues and problems with body. So it's really important to take care of, obviously, our body. And how can we get involved in a safe weight loss regimen that safely and effectively we can drop the weight while we still have some time for ourselves? First and foremost, we have to come to an agreement that without us or ourselves, the rest of it really doesn't mean anything. So we have to structure our life in a way based on priority. What's important? I don't know about you guys, but as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing in your life should be yourself, because without you, the rest of it really doesn't matter. So you are the priority. You should be the priority. And in order to be able to accomplish certain goals that you want to accomplish for your family or for your kid or for your husband or wife, whatever the case or the situation is, you have to be able to keep your own self healthy, obviously. Because if you don't think about that and you just get in this crazy lifestyle that we kind of created for ourselves, or the society has created for us, and unfortunately in some cases we really don't have any say-so, because we have to put certain amount of hours into to our work in order to be able to feed our families. While in some of the other countries, in the middle of the day, you can just go and take a 2-hour break for your lunch. So I feel you. I know that most of it is not our problem, and most of it has been pushed down our throat, you know. But even with all that, we need to sit down and think what's important. What is the most important thing? Is the most important thing money, or a huge house, or a bigger, more expensive car? Or the most important thing is your health? That's the bigger question. Yeah, as a whole, humans have that problem of being greedy. They just want bigger things, better things, and it's never enough. It's really important to get your priorities straight first. What's important? Maybe working a 30, 40-hour a week, or working 60 hours a week. if you're working 30 to 40 hours a week, yeah, you might not be able to drive an expensive car or live in a bigger house, but you have to think about the priority of that also. What is the priority? You working 60 or 70 hours, not being able to eat properly and correctly, not be able to cook for your family because you have to drive that expensive car, and your house got to be a little bit bigger than somebody else's. And you have to be seen in a certain way to the public. Or maybe make a little bit less money and put the time into your own body and into your own health and fitness. So I think it's very important to put the time into yourself. It's the most important thing. You come first, and everything else comes second. Because without you, everything else doesn't really matter. Food is very, very important. Your food, what you're eating, your habits are extremely important. What you're eating, when you're eating, how much of it you're eating, it's very important. Where the source of nutrient is coming from is very, very important. Your macro and micronutrients are extremely important. It's not about getting up in the morning, drinking your cup of coffee with something sweet and walk out of the house. And then don't eat throughout the day, or maybe eat something from a fast food, and then after that, you just basically go home and now you just have a big meal. They're caught in this lifestyle that's been set up. Their parents were doing the same thing. Now they're doing it, and most likely their kid's gonna do the same thing. It's not that hard to lose weight. It honestly is not. And for someone who has done it, when I'm saying done it, that I have dropped weight off of so many different individuals. I have seen how a human body works. It really works like a magic if you constantly feed it. If you constantly put nutrition into your body, good quality, organic, non-GMO, plant-based, the way that it meant to be for thousands of years, the way that they grow it in Far East Asia, the way that they grow it in Middle East, and even the way that they grow it in Europe and in America for before this new system of injecting and spraying our food and popping a pill came out. So it's extremely important what we, number one, put in our body. Superfoods, plant-based, organic, non-GMO. Because food is medicine. And even if you don't have time, you can do your exercises at home. You can find time. Because if you put a little bit to your body, you're going to get so much out of it in the long term. Without you, everything else doesn't mean anything. You can sit down with your other half and really have a good discussion. Maybe you can come up to an agreement that, one of you have to cook properly. It's not about working so hard that on your way home, basically you're just stopping in some kind of fast food and grabbing something and then just bringing it into the dinner table. And now you and your kids are eating that, and then your kids are following that same footstep later on down the road. So it's a vicious cycle over again and again, that it's just starts with the parents, and then now the kids becoming a parents, and they're doing the same thing. People are slowly thinking about organic, non-GMO. They see the power of it. But then again, some people, if you talk to them, they think there is no difference between them. It's all the same, which they have no idea what they're talking about. How are you supposed to be healthy, number one, if you're barely eating the right food? You're getting up in the morning, you're drinking a coffee, you're just having some sweets, and then you go to work You might have some lunch, you might not. It all depends what they have. You grab whatever you can, and then now it's dinner time. Basically, you're just driving home, and then you're grabbing something from fast food, and then that's the vicious cycle. And then when you get in your 50s, when a calamity happens, then we try to figure out why our arteries are clogged up, or why we're having cancer, or all these other diseases. That's because throughout all those years, we weren't thinking about what we were putting in our mouth. And that vicious cycle of work, 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 provide, but not taking care of yourself just took over our body, our soul. Everything was based on that. How can I keep my boss happy? How can I go up the ladder in my work? Which is, nobody blames anybody to do good in life. But if that is causing issues and problems with everything else that you're doing, especially with your health, everybody wants to work so hard so they can get to a certain age and they can enjoy it. But if you're getting a certain age and now you're sick and you really don't even want to do anything because you worked so hard, and at the same time your eating habit throughout all those years was just horrible, then what's exactly the benefit of retirement? That's what I want to know. What's exactly working so hard throughout all those years so you can retire, but now you're so sick you can't even really do anything with yourself. Food is medicine. It's extremely important. Weight loss is a very easy issue to solve if you truly want to solve it. Weight loss, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol is a very, very easily solvable. It takes dedication and discipline, though. Eating correctly and properly takes dedication and discipline. Going to the gym takes dedication and discipline. Just the same way it takes dedication and discipline for you to get up every morning and go to work. This other two thing has to be a part of that. Just like every morning you're getting up, brushing your teeth. It's a cycle. It doesn't matter how busy you are, you have to find time for yourself. Because without you, once again, the rest of it really doesn't matter. Throughout the years, I always was hearing from people, excuse me, the biggest complaint that they had was, I don't have enough time. I'm working so hard. You can find an hour to put into your own body. When I was a trainer, I would get up at 4 a.m. I had to be at the gym by 4:30, start training client at 5, and I would be training people all the way until 10 o'clock at night. I didn't have time to eat. I really didn't have time to anything. And all I was doing is preaching this gift of fitness to people all the time, all day long, all the time. And I barely had any time to do it myself. But even with those long hours of 15, 16, 17 hours standing on my feet, I found time to get a quick workout in and put something healthy in my mouth. Without you, the rest of it don't mean anything. So above all, your family needs you. In order for you to be healthy, you got to exercise. More important than all that, you got to eat right. You have to eat right. What you eat is what you are. You have to think before you reach. That I am putting in my mouth, is it good for me? You build a habit. You keep doing it for a week, a month, 2 months, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years. That's gonna build a habit. Most people don't do it long enough to build a healthy habit. I'm too tired. I don't have the time. How much you think a heart surgery is going to cost you? How much you think a cancer is going to cost you? And all the other diseases. Because people don't have the time, and they rather put toxic in their mouth and their body while we are already working around all the toxics that are around us. So we breathe toxic, we eat toxic, we're surrounded, and we are not doing anything to fight it, except maybe if something happened to us now, we're gonna just go and see a doctor so they can stick a pill down our throat. While if you would have been eating correctly and properly and keeping your immune system strong from the beginning by all these powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammations and these superfoods, and most likely you wouldn't even get sick if you keep your immune system strong and eat the proper and the right food. And the food doesn't have to take time. You know how long it took me to make this? There's 60 different type of superfoods in this. 60 different type. It took me about 10 minutes to make this, or 5 minutes. Just put a bunch of stuff in a blinder and blind it and drink it. How hard is that? It is expensive because it's organic, it's non-GMO, it's good for me. People more worry what they put in their car than what they put in their mouth. So let's break this down. You don't have the time to work out. You don't have the time to make a super shake for yourself. When your kids are going to school, they're eating nothing but junk and garbage in there. And as a parent, we always want to do the right thing so our kids follow our footstep. If we're not eating properly and correctly, the same thing is going to happen to our kids in time. When you get up in the morning, there are so many holistic type of food that you can eat that are so incredible for your body. Just turmeric and ginger, apple cider vinegar. These are the things that are in everybody's house. Blackberries, blueberries, different type of berries, nuts, fruits and vegetables. Plant-based. It's full of nutrient. If you don't have the time to cook, then you can put it all in a blinder and just drink it, or drink it throughout the day. There's enough nutrition in both of these that'll last me all day long. I just sip on it throughout the day. How hard is that? That's going to give you enough nutrition for you to be able to go to the gym and work out. If you can't get yourself to the gym, you can work out at home. You can work out while you're watching your kids. Even if your kids are too young, you can watch them and work out. They're going to be watching you. That's a good habit for them to learn from you. It's a good habit to see mom and dad using fruits and vegetables to make delicious shakes. But if the mom and dads they're not eating good food themselves and they're eating garbage, and that's what the kid's going to do. When you get up, you have to fuel properly. Fuel is everything. I guarantee you, instead of that coffee and a toast or a donut and just walking out of the house, if you have some powerful food, your brain's going to work 100 times better, stronger. You'll even do better at work. If you add a little bit of cardiovascular with that, you'll have 10 times more energy in the long term. the quality of your life will be much, much better. All that heavy weight that you have on, it's hard on your knees, on your joints, and everything else. You drop 60, 70 pounds, it's so much easier on your body. The bigger picture is to keep the weight off of you and maintain that for a lifetime. That's the bigger picture, not just dropping weight off somebody. That's because if that individual, after you drop the weight off of them, a few months later, a year later or whatever, they put the weight back on, that's kind of a failure. Yeah, it was a quick solution for a permanent problem. You need to solve the permanent problem and teach and educate those people that they can build a path and a foundation that they can follow. And all that starts with good eating habit. Everything starts with good eating habit, because if you put the right nutrition into your body, you'll have more energy, your mind will work better, and you can accomplish much more. Bad food and bad energy in your body, or not bad energy, but eat food that really not giving you any type of energy, and it's hard to digest. It makes you sleepy, tired. Comparing to foods that you just drink it throughout the day. You're constantly getting a certain amount of nutrients into your bloodstream. You can do things much better. And then now, for those who's got some money, I mean, if you can't get to the gym, man, get a elliptical machine. A nice one is a couple $1,000. Get a nice one. I have made that suggestion to so many of my clients, and they end up purchasing it. The one client, I saw him, his name is Daniel. 8 years ago or 9 years ago, I made a suggestion or 10 years ago when I was working Bally's, I told him to get an elliptical, and that will be one of the best way for you to get in shape, and you will, if you have it in your house, in your room. And he did. Many of them did, but this guy, I saw him like 9 years later, and he's like, wait, man, that was the best investment ever. It's still working like brand spanking new, and I put thousands and thousands of miles into that. That's what he told me. If you can't get to the gym, get yourself a resistance band. Use your body weight. I did it for 10 years like that. Just don't come up with excuses. Get yourself a bicycle. Start riding a bike and eat right. If you can get to the gym, that's the best thing to do. Because as soon as you get to the gym, just the gym environment make you, you want to work out. You feel like working out because everybody else around you is working out. You're in that type of environment. Whatever you have to do, if you got to go to the gym, to the park, in your own house, in your living or dining room, you got to burn those calories. People don't realize the importance of strength training. It's good for your bones, joints, and especially when you get older, it's even more necessary for you to do it. It builds testosterone, especially for men. Working out, doing squats, that's what, it helps you with every aspect of your life. If you're stressed out, it helps you with stress. Even anger management, believe it or not. It helps you with every aspect of your life. If I can't get to the gym at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I become really cranky. Here in the studios, everybody knows between 4 and 5, I'm out. I don't care what you guys going on. If you're filming a movie or you're doing my digital stuff or whatever you're doing, I'm not going to be around because and I've been doing that all my life since I was 14 years old, 15. In those days, there wasn't gyms. I did it in the basement of my parents' house, locked myself up day in and day out for years and learn about fitness because I was so thirsty and so hungry I wanted to learn everything there was about this industry. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm just saying if you put a little bit into your body's going to give you so much back. And then the rest of your family is also looking up to you, and they learn from you. Because once again, the rest of it really doesn't matter if you don't have your health. How hard it is to make a shake and, or a healthy meal in the morning and have a piece of fruits and some nuts, for snack, and then have a healthy lunch with fruits and vegetables or fish or salads. How hard it is to really make your food. You can cook and then eat off of that for 3 days. Just warm it up and then cook again. If you could cook twice a week. And you can get some cardio in, your problems of obesity could go away pretty quick. But most people don't do it long enough to see the results because they simply think, especially in living in the United States, we want it and we want it right now. How long did it take you to get to learn those bad habits or get to where you're at? How long did that take? A year, 2, 3, 5, 10? And then you simply want to lose all that in 5 days, 7 days, 10 days? Come on. When somebody's making a promise to you that they can drop 30, 40 pounds off of you in 60, 90 days, 50, 60 pounds off, because majority of my clients, they drop between 30 to 60 pounds in 60 days. And most of it kept that. And that's with eating 5 to 6 meals a day, constantly eating, constantly. Most of them, their biggest complaint was that they're eating too much. Well, that's how you build a fat-burning machine out of people's body. You constantly have to feed them. But you have to feed them the right type of nutrient. 2,000 calories of donuts and cakes are not the same 2,000 calories that you're getting from fruits and vegetables. Calories, not calorie. You got good calories and bad calories. Oil is not oil. You have good oil and bad oil. We always think oil is bad for us. No. You have good oils. Coconut oil is good for you. Grapeseed oil is good for you. MCT oil is good for you. And there are many, many other oils that are good for you. You got to learn what kind of oil you're cooking your food. When you're driving at nighttime and going one of those chicken places or whatever, do you know what kind of oil they use? Good food can taste really good. Most of the stuff that I eat and drink, it tastes like candy. You just got to know how to prepare it. Building a good habit is more important than taking the weight off or dropping the weight. It's very important. You have to build your foundation first. You have to build your blueprint and your foundation. And once when you make that decision, stick with it. For 39 years, I've been going to the gym at certain times. Once in a while, I don't want to do it either. Seriously. But you know what? I know if I don't do it, that one day is going to turn into 2, and then 3 and 4 and 5. Next thing I know, a week is going to turn into a month and a year, and I'm totally going to forget about it. That's the way it is. Don't ever even let that one day relapse, just go. Some of the best workout that I had was in the days that I didn't want to go to the gym, because as soon as I went there, just a little bit of cardio to get the heart rate up there, do a few sets of few reps of certain exercise, and next thing you know, the heart is pumping, your blood is going through your body, and I'm ready to train. Just a few minutes prior to that, I didn't want to come to that, and I don't want to be here. So it's It's amazing. You just have to make the first move. Because if you make that first move and you stick to it, God is my witness. You people have no idea what kind of results it'll give you in such a short period of time. And I had people with so many issues and problems, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, obesity, everything. And in a matter of 60 to 90 days, they weren't taking any medication. Over again and again and again. All I'm thinking about is, look at the power of food and exercise. Food and exercise. Food and exercise. Because it was happening over again and again and again. All I'm thinking about is, only if people know what I know, that how a human body could just literally drop 60, 90 pounds in a matter of 3-4 months. And it took you years and years to get to that point, and we're still complaining about that 90 days. Oh man, I gotta train 90 days to drop 60 pounds. Yeah, it took you 6 years to put that 60 pounds. So why are you complaining about 60 days? While that 60 days that you're putting into your body is gonna give you a quality life for a long time to come. Gives you tons of energy. You could go to sleep better at nighttime. Everything that you can imagine, exercise helps. Everything you can imagine, nutrition helps. And don't let anyone tell you that 2,000 calories, 2,000 calories. The 2,000 calorie that is coming off of donuts and cake is the same 2,000 calorie that is coming off of this. Of course not. You have good calories and you have bad calories, and it's very important where the calories coming from. In order to succeed, to lose weight is about consistency, people. Consistency, consistency. It doesn't matter what you have to go and get your workout in. It doesn't matter what you have to build and set up set something up for you to make it easy for you to be able to accomplish those goals. If you can't make it to the gym and you're making enough money, then buy yourself an elliptical machine so you can do your cardio at home. Or if you don't want to do that, then just buy yourself a bicycle so you can do some cardio. Make sure you eat properly. How much a resistance band cost? You can get a resistance band. You can use your own body weight to do exercises. How much is a dumbbell and a barbell and a bench cost? Not that much if you can't make it to the gym. But try to make it to the gym, because just going to the gym, being around all those people, it just want to make you work out. Now, don't go to the gym to be around good-looking girls and guys or whatever. Go to the gym to go and work out. Most people, they go to the gym and they run their mouth. You know? I go to the gym for one reason only. I have my headphones on, and the only thing I think about is me and that equipment. That is it. Nothing else. I don't care who's around me. I don't care what's going on. It's like a horse with, and it's me and my equipment. If it's the cardio, it's me and that cardio. The enemy is that cardio machine, and I have to conquer it. An hour and 10 minutes, I'm just there, kicking it. Same thing if I'm doing curls or if I'm training my legs or whatever. Giant sits, bam, 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 hitting the exercises, bam, 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 hitting 3 different exercises. Doing several sets of that. Get your heart rate up. Have good music. You and your equipment. Forget about everybody. Go down there and get your workout in and out. Get your strength training and go and hit your cardio. But all that really doesn't mean anything if you don't take care of this part of it, though, the food. Eat every 3 hours. Prepare your food. If you can't prepare, then find one of those nutrition solution type of, companies that can maybe, drop ship your food. Make sure they're good food, though. Make sure they're organic, non-GMO. But nothing is better than cooking yourself. Use the right spices. Some of the most powerful things that can do for your body is spices. Go and find out what cinnamon and turmeric can do for a human's body. Garlic, ginger, and many other things. Food is medicine. Build a relationship with your organic farmers around you. Go up there and take some classes. Learn about nutrition. You'll find out the importance of it. Teach and educate yourself so that way your kids can learn from you and they can teach it to their kids. You need to look at this in a long-term situation, not in a short-term, because your kids are following you. They're going to follow that same footstep, the same path. And then they're going to do the same thing with their kids. So it's just a vicious cycle, as I said earlier. Spend your money on good food. Eat every 3 hours. You don't need to cook big meals. You can even make super shakes out of it. I'm going to be making some videos about the super shakes here very soon. Please go to my website. We have an app that it took a long time to build it with our strategic partners. It's a very powerful app. It's got 5,000 3D animation. Every single gym equipment has been 3D animated. It shows you the preparation, execution of the exercises. The nutrition part of the app is mind-blowing. I'm working on weight loss meal plans, and then also I'm going to be working on gaining weight meal plans, or keeping your body weight the same and just lean out meal plans. We're constantly working to bring you fresh content. I don't know everything, but whatever that I don't know, I'll make sure that I bring the right people who knows 100% in that area or their area, so they can teach and educate all of us about all these different areas. I am personally going to be taking courses and classes in farming, because I think it's very important. We all need to know what we're eating. It's the building block, and we only have one body. If any of those organs goes, it's not like a car part that you can change. I mean, in some cases, yeah, you got black market, just sad. Organ thieves who can maybe steal an organ for you and give it to you, but come on, man, seriously. Why get to that point? Fitness is a gift. We have to treat it like one. If the reason I'm telling you guys it's a gift, because you can change your body. If you don't like something about yourself, you can change it. It can help you. If you eat properly and correctly, it can help you with so many different things. Nutrition is extremely valuable. That's all we have. So for me, health and fitness is everything. I believe that if we change our habit and turn it to a good habit of this great gift that we have, in the long term, we will be much, much more successful with every aspects of our life. Obesity is a choice. It's a choice what you put in your mouth. It's a choice if you want to go to the gym or not. Trust me, everybody wants to spend an hour with their family, or, but If that hour that you're spending in the gym and it's going to help your family in a long term and help you, your body, make you more healthier, stronger, then I think that gym is more important than spending that hour with your family, because in the long term, your family needs you. In a long term, if you do the right thing, eat the right things, and do the right amount of cardio and strength training, and eat the right type of food, you can have a more healthier life. And even in a long term, you might not have some of these issues and problems that some Americans are experiencing, such as cancers and obesities and everything else that we talked about. Because once again, all that starts also by a bad habit. I know, if we have bad genes or if there's cancer in our family, that our chances are getting cancer is more and all. But also it makes our chances of getting cancer less if we eat the right type of food. It's a proven fact. And us having all these other issues and problems, it'll be less also if we eat the right and correct type of food and nutrition put in our body. And that's a proven fact. So we don't sit down and think that all the goodness that comes from fitness, but the only thing that's stopping us is that we don't have that 1 hour. I just don't have that time. Or I need to make more money so I can have a nicer house or a nicer car, but I'm not thinking about what I'm going to put in my body and in my kid's body, because there are other things that are more important. I don't think anything is more important than food. Nothing. Because without that, or without eating good food, pretty much in time, something's going to happen to you. Or we're nothing. Or we're nothing without eating correctly and properly. Food is medicine. Anybody can get in shape. Anybody can get in shape. Anybody. I have proven that to thousands of people throughout my career. The weight could be dropped pretty quick, easily. That's a quick fix for a permanent solution. That's a quick fix. The permanent solution is for you to think how you're going to build a path and foundation for yourself to be able to follow for the rest of your life. If you have to cut your hours at work, if you have to downgrade your house and your cars and everything else, in order for you to be able to be a little bit happier, eat the right food, be able to go to the gym, be able to live a longer life, be able to enjoy yourself when you get a certain age, so that actually you can retire and you can enjoy it. Because if all you think about is work, and then you get a certain age, diabetes, cancer, and everything else, what's the purpose of really living? So the whole entire purpose of living to just basically bring a couple kids and work yourself to death, and then by the time you get a certain age, now you don't even have the strength or the energy or anything to really enjoy yourself, and you worked all those years to get to that point. At any rate, everybody don't think like that. There's a reason in Europe, in the middle of the day, you can just take off for 2 hours to go home and cook food for yourself and your family. Think about it. In the middle of the day, you can go and cook for yourself and your family in Europe. I think you only work like 30 hours a week or something like that. We have totally forgot about all that stuff in this country. We're just slaves. Modern slavery. work, 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 put garbage in your mouth, and get up the next day, do it all over again. If anybody needs my help, you can message me, email me. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. You can also go to my Instagram, Wade, W-A-D-E, Abawi, A-B-A-W-I. My Facebook, Abawi, A-B-A-W-I. And my other Instagram account is also Abawi, A-B-A-W-I. It is about we. This is about we. That's why I'm doing these Wade's Corners and podcasts so we can educate. So I can educate myself and I can educate yourself. I don't know everything, but I do know enough people in the health and fitness industry that are truly the best at what they do in their particular area that come and educate all of us. Because I think the most important thing is how to make America healthy again. I wish we take care of our farmers. The farmers needs to be taken care of more than anybody else because they're the one who's growing your food, what you put in your mouth and what your body digests. That's the most important thing. Not going worrying about all these other countries and worry about America, our own people right here inside the United States. How can we make America healthy again? I really hope that I maybe touch somebody's heart. I usually, when I do these things, I don't prepare. I just come and say what's in my heart and my head. I don't have any filtration system because these are the issues that I have been dealing with all my life with people. So for me, it's personal. It truly matters to me, and it breaks my heart, and it really hurts me to see what the industry has done to our food, and even more important, to our citizens. Until next time, folks. Thank you for listening to me. Hey guys, don't forget to comment, like, and share. Also make sure to click that subscribe button below and I will do everything I can to answer it as fast as I can.